live from Supply Side West in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Mandalay Bay Hotel Convention Center. We're going to spend some time with a friend of mine. His name is Sheldon Baker. Sheldon and I have been producing some videos together. We've talked on the radio about being a foster father, right? And now we're going to talk about CBD and a brand new radio, TV, podcast show called the 420 Area Code. Sheldon, welcome to Late Night Health.
Hey, thanks for having me. Great to be here.
You told me the story about the 420 Area Code. I think we need to start with that.
Sure, yeah. You know, I've been, in essence, developing the program, which is going to be both radio, television, also going to be online, so multiple media platforms,
including Podlink.
Eventually, yes.
Pod clips.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, and yes, exactly. And so we're in production. We're getting very close. And so in doing my research, saying, gee, what should I call this show? It's got to have a catchy name. And I found that there wasn't a 420 area code in the U.S. There's a country code, I believe it's in Czechoslovakia or somewhere in that part of the world, but no 420. So, I ran past a couple of people, and of course, most people know 420 has a direct reference to cannabis. So I thought it was a good tie-in, and so they said, yeah. So I developed the name of the show being the 420 area code, and now as I'm getting close to actually airing the show, which hopefully will be in November, come to find out there is now a 420 area code in the state of Arizona.
Oh, is that funny?
Yes. So, but I've left the name of the show like that. I've got a lot of great positive response to it, and so I think we'll be good.
Well, they also are starting to grow hemp in Arizona, so it's probably in that area.
Indeed, yes.
Right?
Yes, it could be, yes.
Let's talk about CBD. There are a number of people here who have all kinds of products. I mean, we haven't even been on the floor yet. The show is open, 25 minutes ago. It is a madhouse out there. And the letters that everybody is talking about is CBD. We just spoke with Betty Widman St. Louis, who's a nutritionist and dietitian, and that's her practice. That's what she does. She talks about this stuff and actually tells patients what to use, how to use it. I'm really interested. Too much CBD out there? Not enough CBD? What do you think?
No, I don't think there's too much. There's, really the situation is such that, if we go back, we're talking trade shows, we go back to March, which is the granddaddy of all trade shows in the natural health, dietary supplement, food industry, called Expo West, Natural Products Expo West in Southern California.
We'll be doing a live show in March.
Next March, yes. And that's where I really saw the proliferation of CBD, of retail CBD products of all types. Bars, creams, chips, dips, all these kinds of things, water. And I also write for the industry, and that kind of got me involved in writing more about it, because it's not going away. CBD, hemp, cannabis, it's not going away. Now you come here, and now this show is more of the. I liken it to, you talk about Intel inside of computers. Well, this is kind of like the ingredients inside the retail products of all those various natures. And is there too much of it? I don't know. Maybe. The thing is it good? Is it good product, right? Can you track it? Can you track it from farm to shelf, which is a saying a lot of people, consumers know, and the industry knows. That's the key. What people need to be aware of is that a CBD product that's sold in a bookstore or some kind of place other than a legitimate health food store or vitamin shop or something like that, that's what you got to be careful of.
You and I talked about the same market, different locations, but basically the same market, and within a couple of days of each other, we saw this kiosk in the market, a supermarket. You can buy rutabaga there, right? You can buy radishes. And there's this locked cabinet with probably, well, at least the one I saw had, oh, I don't know, 24 different products, roll-ons, pills, oil. I can't think of what else. I mean, I walked out of there stunned.
That was in that discussion, that was a major California food chain.
Major
national chain. That's true, yeah. That where I saw that. And it's positioned where as you come through the checkout line, I think you can't miss this lot cabinet. And, look, it's expensive products. CBD products in particular are pretty pricey. And I know any stores that I've seen them in, any retail locations, even locally owned, but high-end, legitimate stores, everyone has it, in a glass case because it's, the price points are quite high. I hope those are for good products.
I think I told you there's a small chain of health food stores where I live in Southern California, and I'm gonna say where it is, Ventura County. The Ventura County Health Department came into the stores and said, you can sell this, you can't sell this, I want it off the shelf. I don't understand how they can do that because I don't think they have the legal authority. I don't know if anybody's fighting it or not, but the cases in these stores, while locked, are empty. I mean, literally, half of the products have been removed from the marketplace.
Well, the testing aspect is certainly key. I had the opportunity to attend a couple of months ago. This happened to be in Louisville, Kentucky, a law enforcement conference, and I heard some of the police who were attending talk about they don't have a real good capability of testing products. So if they confiscate something, they don't know if it's cannabis or is it hemp. It might smell the same or very similar. And if they go to testing, if they do go to test it, it will take weeks. And they've been in situations where they've gone that route and they've had to return the product to that person because they saw it wasn't cannabis. It was hemp. It didn't have the THC content. And so they admitted making a mistake. So there's a problem out there.
We were talking with a mutual friend yesterday, you and I, and she was saying that they did a test on 4 major products, major selling products, and I think she said 2 of them didn't even have CBD in them. As consumers, we have to be careful of what we're buying. That farm to shelf is really important. It's like going to a restaurant and knowing that the greens that you're eating didn't come from, I don't even know where,
Be it greens or be it any food for that matter. Yes,
yeah.
Right, yeah. Yes.
The purpose of the 420 area code, what will that be?
Well, also doing my research, I found that there's nothing, to my knowledge now, still nothing like it. There's certainly podcasts, there's a lot of information online, there's newsletters, daily newsletters, but I didn't find any what I would call traditional or some called terrestrial radio programs or certainly television programs. So to my knowledge, this is going to be the first of its type, again, to be on radio. That's number KGED, originating out of Fresno, so it'll be heard pretty much throughout the San Joaquin Valley in Northern California. It'll also be on television on Comcast Cable 378 and on a low-power television station 43.5. This is both in the Fresno, California area. And then it'll also be on Coca-Cola Broadcasting Television's platform in a web format, so that'll make it national. It'll make it global for that matter. And then ultimately podcast and YouTube channel clips. So it's going to have a wide range of, potentially a wide range of viewership, and again, the first of its kind to be on traditional radio and television.
What's so interesting to me about CBD is the fact that everybody's heard about it, but they don't know what it is.
And that's the nature of the show too. That's what we hope to accomplish is educate the consumer about what it is, how can you use it, is it legitimate, Is it quality? What do I need to know? We're going to have at least 2 guests on from either manufacturers or from government officials, people like that. Researchers, indeed, authors who've really spent some time researching and studying and developed some books who have just come out, and to be able to educate the consumer. And the sponsors that are going to be joining us, who've come on board and are about to come on board, have been vetted thoroughly to make sure they offer quality product, and we hope that our listeners, our listening audience, will be able to then take that information and be able to go into their local store and ask for a specific product, whether it be our sponsors or be another, but just have enough education to be able to make that purchase.
And one of the last things I want to talk to you about is you will also be talking about cannabis, pot.
Yes,
right?
Because it's legal, especially look, in 33 states, either recreational or medical cannabis is legal, has been approved. So certainly in California, it's legal from a recreational standpoint, and that'll make up, I'm certain, the primary audience. So why not be able to talk about cannabis? Again, if there's we have health professionals who have their viewpoint on it. So yeah, most definitely we'll cover that. You mentioned CBD. I was going to say earlier, I thought about that would be a great name for a rapper. I've thought about changing my name to CBD.
That's really terrific. Hey, listen, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And if someone, the audience out there, wants more information, right now our website is just about ready to be launched, but they can always email me at contact at the 420 area code.
Contact at the 420 area code.
Yeah.
Sheldon, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. I'm going to push this little button here, and we're going to bring up our theme. We've been spending some time with Sheldon Baker from the 420 area code, a podcast and TV show about to launch in just the next couple of weeks, really. All right, from Supply Side West in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Mark Alyn. We'll be back with much more throughout the day and all day tomorrow as well. Join us a little bit later on as Late Night Health continues from Supply Side West.